Oh man, I forgot to point this out during the Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Look.
Oh, you're wearing Ghostbusters socks. Actually, when we went, welcome back to Dusty Gamers, guys. So when we went and got snacks, and I was picking out my juice, I got mad at myself for not mentioning the Ghostbusters, the Slimer drink.
Did you ever find it?
The Ecto Slimer or whatever, Ecto one, Ecto Cooler.
Yeah, Ecto
nope,
Cooler.
Never found it. Still haven't drank it since the 80s. So as you can tell, we are on the Scooby-Doo. So I really hate Scooby's walk, but he is an amazing looking figure, and he has a really fun fight.
When he's standing, he's really great looking.
He has like a lunge where he's putting his hands on his head too. Amazing looking figure. It also comes with the shag,
which is
pretty much the same fighting stance.
The guy from the movies.
You know,
guy from Hackers.
The Hackers guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the SLC punk. I really hope this level isn't based on the movies. See, we're going to levels. So this is just a team pack. So all it comes with is a venture hub to hang out in. It doesn't come with like a whole level.
You're on a story.
It's in a ring somewhere. Scooby-Doo!
Looks like it's based on the movie.
Looks interesting. Oh, it always throws me off that it puts you in front of the portal instead of putting you in the world. Enter this dimension of terror. So it comes with a Scooby snack, or like a giant sandwich stack, and then the mystery machine, of course. The green and blue colors of these figures are like the most amazing green and blue.
And the mystery machine is just.
I love that
amazing
color.
Looking.
I love that color green. Oh, cool! It's like cell shaded. Like everything has a cell shaded look in this already. Yeah. With the outline and the flat color, I like that. It's kind of part of the reason I wanted to try the Adventure Time, because it's going to be all cartoony as hell.
Yeah, it's definitely based off the movie.
It's like a theme park.
Yeah, it's based off the movie.
I haven't watched any of the movies because they look terrible. And I love Matthew Lillard, who's Shaggy.
Oh yeah, that's who it is.
I love Matthew Lillard. I mean, I'm a huge fan because of Hackers. Hackers is so good in Hackers.
He's honestly great in everything.
He's amazing in SLC Punk.
Without a Paddle. Without a Paddle is amazing. It's one of my favorites.
Probably the best. I mean, I wouldn't say it's that great of a movie, but he's okay in it. It's a pretty terrible movie.
I love that movie.
I think these are something I can now access.
No, it's gold.
Vine cut ability. I still don't have anybody who can vine cut. Who was I thinking I was going to get that had that? Oh, it's on my Gremlins. My Gremlins guy's going to be able to vine cut eventually. Anyways, so this is Scooby-Doo land. It's like a haunted, like it looks like a Long Island, like
Coney Island.
Coney Island, yeah. Looks like a haunted Coney, which is sad, because Coney Island hasn't been the same since the hurricane hit. Yeah, they said they lost basically like so much of the land around Coney Island that it can't be basically rebuilt. Because the water basically just never receded enough. They didn't get the land back there. Took too much land back with it.
Which sucks, because now I'll never get to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked it up recently, but back when the hurricane happened, they were like, Coney Island's pretty much done for. Like,
well,
they didn't expect it to be back to normal at all.
Well, the roller coaster was demolished.
Yeah. And it's sad, because Coney Island's fucking cool as shit. A lot of the movies it's in, it's like... It might as well have been a character in the movie because it's so damn memorable.
Well, I mean, and then a lot of the other movies that it's not necessarily Coney Island, but it's the whole Boardwalk spin-off thing.
That dinosaur vampire, that dinosaur Dracula dude that sends me the retro stuff.
Yeah.
he lives there. He's from New Jersey, and he has a lot of his stories that are a lot because he does a lot of stories about when he grows up because he's kind of nostalgic like I am. The funny thing is like he's been doing that since he was younger, so like I always expected him to be older, but he's like my same age. But he's been doing nostalgia stuff since he was like in his 20s, or you know, basically.
Yeah, he started at a younger age, made it.
He lives in New Jersey, and he has a lot of stories about Coney Island, and like really well thought out stories. It almost feels like you've been there when you read those.
Is he a journalist, maybe, also?
No, it's just he had a website. He started a website way back called XE Entertainment.
Oh, okay. And, so
they used to do like different, just random stuff, like, you know, whatever, like a blog back before blogs were a thing. And he got famous. He just got, you know, a couple of his articles kind of got popular, and then he just been stuck around for a while. He's done some like stuff for like writing and stuff for like Nickelodeon since then, but like he really just got popular basically with the website.
Well, so he is a writer though.
Sort of. I mean, yeah, sort of. But he's the one that's obsessed with all the old classic foods and shit. Like he's got like an ecto cooler that's never been opened. That's probably like nasty, unsafe to drink.
It's Velma.
It's a really weird fetish.
Yeah, I've never understood that. Like I had family members that had the. Actually, I don't think they were my family members. I think it's my step family members.
He's the
that had
seeing his like kind of like his like towers of nostalgia junk. So it kind of got me thinking I could nerdify my house or nerdify my apartment when I was over there. I was like, you know what? I want to surround myself with some stuff too. Like, kind of part of the reason I got started on that kick of buying old stuff again. Yeah, is directly related to him. It was really funny. I don't remember what caused me to remember. I was like,
this map's not very big.
Yeah. I don't remember what caused it, but I remembered about him one day, and then I looked up to figure out where he had gone and what happened. I found out about his news site he was doing. Just like off of.
So it's somebody you knew about before.
Yeah, I used to read his shit all the time when it was an XE, but that was like a decade ago.
Right.
You know, your taste move on, your internet moves on, and I lost track of it. And he'd moved on to other projects and stopped updating his other site. Now he's doing Dinosaur Dracula, which is the site he more recently started working on more, which is his current stuff he does.
Which also has the subscription box thing.
Yeah, it has the fun subscription box that sends me terrible stuff that nobody could possibly want that he buys off of eBay because he's an eBay addict.
Well, maybe it also makes sense if you're selling stuff on eBay also, though.
Yeah.
Or if you're selling them in boxes.
But yeah. Yeah, he's a New Jersey guy. So he has these weird childhood stories where he talks about like you know, Coney Island, going with his family and the haunted house they had and stuff. I just remember it. He's really good when he tells like kind of like stories about how his day or whatever, like stuff he does. Because he goes on like, you know, he went like on adventures with his buddies to go find stuff. Really like making you feel like you're there, and not in like a way where it's obvious. It's just he's good at conveying the information. And the boxes he sends out, he always sends like a story that's like directly like it's related to the theme of the box, but it's also exclusive to the box. Like, I'm not gonna print this online. This is like a piece of paper I typed up and mailed to you guys.
Right.
Type thing. It's kind of cool. But it'll be like my Christmas that I got Nintendo. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's cool. It's like relatable, especially since I'm the same age as him. So I kind of have a lot of the same memories.
You know, one thing that's funny about like that type of stuff is I'm not the greatest storyteller in the world when it comes to like telling a story. But if I'm writing a story out, I'm actually a really great storyteller.
Well, there's it's twofold thing. You have to listen to people tell stories to get good at it too, because when you go around and you listen to people who are good storytellers, you kind of get a vibe of how it needs to flow,
right?
And like the information that needs to be conveyed. But it also takes practice.
Part of my thing too is
you got to remember how details work and stuff, and basically like how to focus on what you're telling without getting too distracted on it.
Right. Part of my problem is the focusing thing.
Yeah.
I've started getting the May 3rd story and the second tornado story down pretty well.
It also helps. You have to have confidence that your story is going to be interesting to the party you're telling it to.
Right.
Because if you don't have confidence, you're not going to be interested. If, people like, oh, tell me about that. If you don't have the confidence in your story, then you're not going to want to tell it. You're not going to get behind it. And then you also, it's confidence.
I get anxious
behind the story.
One of my things is I get anxious that I'm over talking too much.
Right. Yeah.
And I've started actually like overcompensating the other direction now. Well, I kind of like start telling a story, and then I'm like, oh, people don't want to hear about this, I'll stop talking, and then it's like people are like, and
because I'm a bit of especially at work, because I get really focused on doing work,
right?
Because I want to do a good job.
Well, it's a little bit different when you're bartending.
I get pretty frustrated. I sometimes get dragged into telling stuff that I don't want to tell because I'm not in the mood to like keep talking about stuff.
Right.
That always sucks for me. And then other times, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like if you're not ready to tell stories, sometimes it's pretty fucking. I don't know what this is.
That's why that box is there to tell you.
I guess we should hang out with Scooby for a minute. I wonder if Scooby can drive. Glide across, jump, and then glide. Why can they glide? Oh, I guess that does make kind of sense. It's like the old I'm following cartoon.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, I gotta stay away. This is really weird.
That feels a little shoehorned.
So it's a haunted house.
He feels like he's falling, like running on ice.
I hate his run. I really do. I knew about it because I used him for one of the rentals to dig something up, because one of his things he gets is dig, so you can dig up holes.
Right.
So I used him and I was like, oh god, his run's terrible, and I was worried it was going to ruin it for me.
It kind of does. It also feels like
it's just one of those weird cases where although I do dig the cell shading, I really dig the cell shading aspect. This is one of the weird things where the actual Lego figures that you get, like the physical purchase, is probably better than the digital aspect of this.
Right.
Like, I really, really like the way the Lego figures in real life look, but, I mean, the adventure world's kind of boring.
It also kind of might be a little bit more fun if you start digging into all the different stuff you need to do.
Yeah, the quest. Yeah, see, here's this digging stuff. It's a treasure chest. Yeah, I'm sure there's some type of mystery you have to get. And then you're rebuilding stuff. Well, I have a lot of money right now because I haven't spent any money on anything.
It's pretty, I don't want to call it bland, but it's kind of bland.
Well, it's a big haunted house on a haunted, like, park. I love the booze. It did this in Ghostbusters also. The boos seem like sarcastic, like boo, like almost funny.
Yeah.
Oh god. I don't know.
Kind of terrifying.
You use it for. I know Ganon lets you see in those. Oh, he can see it too because he's got a flashlight. So I guess I have another character that can go into dark places.
Did you just call him Ganon?
Gandorf. Gandalf, whatever. The wizard. The wizard can go light up dark places with his staff.
His run's just as annoying.
There needs to be... Oh, man, they really needed to have a story for this. Because I feel like it would have been really great to have a Lego cutscene where they do the door gag. Where they run through the doors, in and out the doors.
Right.
The old school.
Could have, like, made them, like, on each other's different heads.
Yeah. Or, they could have done a bunch of stuff with a Scooby-Doo fucking story. I might need
you
a
just
car
started
for this.
on, yeah. It's a car thing.
Sometimes it's a foot thing. There's a couple of races that are flying or foot races. So you have to kind of, sometimes you get lucky.
You've already done this one. This is the one you've already done.
From up here?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, that was Scooby-Doo.
Next time,
we'll be back to Gremlins, yeah. I mean, I don't think I want to spend a whole 15 more minutes showing this off.
I'm done with this.
What do they call those? Like pussy willows or whatever? Isn't that what they are? The willow trees. They had those in Mustang at one point.
Cottontail. I think everyone has a different name for them.
It's like a Goonie skull. Except Goonie skull is underground.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lighthouse? Is it a lighthouse skull?
I think it's just a skull with a light in it so the eyes light up.
Neat. Alright. See you later, guys.